was like the walking Stanislavski.
Tell me about a young Azwi.
Kind of childhood, my mom was very strict, literally, because she was a teacher.
Do you think your studies at UKZN prepared you for the industry?
Theory is theory.
Yeah, it is.
Right? The practicals and the other.
Welcome to Path, the Industry Podcast, the podcast that lets you see behind the curtain of film and television. My name is Yanda and I am your host. Today I'm joined by an incredible woman who's not just in front of the screen anymore. She's also, at the back doing the things as a director. So, Azwimmbavhi, I hope I'm saying this right, guys, vendor people, I'm so sorry. Azwimmbavhi Rambuda Ditedu.
Now the students are gonna kill you.
Ditedu.
Yeah.
Ditedu. Guys, come on. Started off as an actor on one of South Africa's popular and longest running show, Muvhango on Ep2, and now she is she's a director, not aspiring, she is a director officially. So if you are an actor, trying to learn more about the industry, or you're trying to branch into directing, this episode is for you. So welcome welcome Azwi. I call her Azwi, so welcome Azwi.
Thank you.
Welcome, family. Fun fact, actually, we went to varsity together and we didn't know that we went to varsity together until this year. So we've been working together for like a full year, and then this year at some workshop, people talking about their varsity.
Yeah, where they studied.
Yes, and everyone was
like, UKZN.
And they're like, listen, you said UKZN together. I'm like, which one?
Yeah.
It's like Peter Marisburg. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
And we never met.
And we didn't meet. So she was my senior, but like we should have met somewhere in the corridors.
By the hexagon theater.
We should have, Paul should have said something. Right. Peter, just
like what's her name? The lady.
Oh no.
Untogozo,
yes. Because this other one is it Uti, the one that you guys had, Diana, and we didn't have.
Shame. You should have.
I remember my year when I started, people were like, oh, you guys are here now. Diana's not. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, she left in I was still there.
I'm like, why?
My last year she left.
Why are you telling us about Diana? Because
she is incredible.
But now, what are we supposed to do now? Cry?
She was like the walking Stanislavski. Literally.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
Amazing. Welcome to my podcast. Thank you so much for agreeing to join me. Thank you, for having my back at work all the time. So let's get straight into it. First question.
Oh, sorry. Should I be scared?
Yes, please be very afraid. I'm joking. Tell me about a young Azwi. Where did you grow up? What was it like at home? I know you're not going to say this, but she is from the royal family. So what was it like growing up in the royal household?
Like just saying that, like I literally just went back home and I'm trying to find that little girl. Like when you're older, like you literally forget the little girl and who you like.
The play, fun,
the
dancing in the rain, the whole thing.
Yeah, so I literally went there. Like I had a strict kind of childhood. My mom was very strict, literally, because she was a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like tough on us. So literally we played at home.
So when you said, hey man, I want to be an actor, how did she take that?
It was a no right away. No, you're not going to do acting, rather maybe like nursing or be a doctor or something like that. And I was stubborn. When something
like yes, you right? Really wanted. It's pushing you.
It pulls.
Yes, it pulls you towards it.
So like I tried like your modeling at school. Like then I would go back home and be like, Mommy, I entered this. They're like, yeah, really?
Oh yeah. With whose permission?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you
mean?
I
remember my dad saying you're not gonna do it, and they literally didn't get me anything for that pageant.
You need a dress. No, you need heels.
I mean, they are friends, right? got a friend to give me a dress. Like,
whether they like it or not, I'm entering this competition.
And I won.
Yes.
Yeah.
That shows them.
Right?
That shows them all the
Yeah.
time. I remember when I was younger, my grandmother also was like,
Yeah.
modeling.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So I enter, and she's like, so every time I went for rehearsals, I'd say I'm going to the library. So she finds out that, okay, I'm actually in this competition. She walks in their competition day
Oh no.
to fetch me, and my grandmother was.
Did you get up on stage?
I was. They were just about to call my name, and she was walking in, and people started screaming. So she obviously has to stand and watch.
Yeah.
So she stood there, she watched, and then when she came back to me backstage, when I wanted to cry, immediately I was like, okay, she's pulling me out of the competition, and I'm in the top 5 because they call like per. I'm like, I'm in the top 5. She's like, okay, it's okay. Well, at least
You tried.
Yeah. She's like, okay, people clearly like you. Just come back home before 8.
Oh.
And then I came back with the crown. I'm like, hey.
There we go.
Yes.
So same here. My dad, I went back home with the crown and everything, and then he was like, so did you win like cash money?
Obviously, they want the money.
Definitely.
How is this gonna give us money? Let's go.
Yeah. So I gave him half of it.
For
But
something
still,
that.
still said no to acting.
And then, how did you actually end up walking into the acting field?
There was a workshop that was called I think it was done by one of the guys who was here on Muvhango, who played Rambani back in the day.
Oh yes.
So he did some acting workshop there. So I was like, let me try. Let me just
at home, back home,
At least my mom allowed. Said, okay, fine, you can go do it, but like doesn't mean that you will go study.
Also, yes. Also, it's someone that they can kind of trust. They see him on
like
screen. They're like, oh, okay, I guess he's legit.
Yes. So I did that. I went. It was cool, and I think from there
they
were still saying no.
So when you said I'm going to UKZN, did you say I'm going to UKZN to go study drama?
I said I'm going to study media studies.
No, you have to make it look professional. What do you mean? It has to be, so I'm studying film and media.
Yeah.
If you say drama, if you say I'm doing performance, what do you mean?
What is that? Where are you? Who's going to hire you?
Where are you going to work? You think you're going to be on TV?
Yeah.
No.
That's what it was. So I was like, media studies. And then she was like, okay, fine. She accepted the media studies. But she knows what it's performance. When you get there, you do drama and performance and all.
So how did you go to UKZN, favorite university in the world?
The best.
The best. Peter Maritzburg especially, so excellent theatre. So you study performance, you meet all of these beautiful thespians, you start learning all of these things, obviously, because I know when I got there, I didn't know anything about contemporary dance. Okay. And then all of a sudden now I have to dance. Yes, so now you're meeting all of these thespians and you graduate, you do your honors, you got your honors, and
I literally got my honors here now.
You got it here?
Which is, the honors is not really in performance.
Oh.
So the honors was in media studies.
Okay. No, so she got what she wanted at the end. Oh, at least. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. How did you get into Muvhango? Because, people always say, I never auditioned for the show.
Then they used to do what we call open auditions.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, so you went that long line?
But it was Baseline Newtown.
Yeah.
You get there.
No.
And the lines
No. It's a snake. It's like this.
I went through that. And by the time you get to the door, they're like, no, they're just picking. Okay, you come in.
Yes.
No, you don't come. Yeah.
And you woke up very early for that. And you woke up very, very early to go and be in that line.
You are early, but you're not so.
But you're not so early because people basically sleep there.
Yeah.
So you get there. Do you remember who did your audition?
I think Brenda Mukwebo. She was now a director there. Yeah, she was there. But like they were not so nice, eh? Auditions, guys. No,
wait, so you were just like, okay, I clearly didn't get it.
Yeah, no, I didn't get it.
You're like,
honestly, it was probably just because maybe like there weren't really like more vendors.
A lot of vendor speaking people.
Yeah. Then we got like a callback. But when you go back to that callback, oh my god.
And now vendor speaking people that are in your caliber, people that are as talented as you are.
Yeah.
You get in, you get on Muvhango. What's that like?
Right now?
No,
Like,
no.
I mean,
The beginning.
wait,
Like
say that again, like in the,
how is that like being on Muvhango at the time that you
I was,
entered the industry?
it was still like new for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the nerves and everything.
Yes, and
It's like
it was a
starting
huge
and
show, and you're acting with
big,
huge
yeah,
names.
and you are there, you're standing right next to Azwimmbavhi.
Yeah, the one that you used to watch.
You know,
the
like
chief.
when you're still young.
Yeah.
So it was, it was not easy, but like you have to like,
How did you handle your nerves or control yourself in that space filled with big names?
Dude, that was a long time ago.
It was. Oh my God.
This little voice in your head, like, you know, like, I wanted this, I got this, let's do this.
So I'm gonna push.
Yes.
So I'm gonna push.
Yeah.
Do you think your studies at UKZN prepared you for the industry?
Theory is theory.
Yeah, it is.
But the practicals and the other,
Yeah,
it's something else. I mean, well, in terms of like breaking down the scenes and everything, when you're at home, yes. But when you get on set, it's a totally different
completely
thing,
different.
Like, with the nerves and everybody and cameras and
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is the one thing that people is like a misconception about your character on Muvhango or you being on Muvhango? Do you think there's any misconception?
Maybe, or
just maybe your character on Muvhango. So people don't go, hey, yazi phela vele. It's a vendor show, so it's just gonna be the vendors in there. They don't like us.
Really. Like, I mean, we are. There's, you know.
I say that all the.
I mean.
I say that all the time, and you go on social media.
Now.
You go on social media, and people are like, "No, we don't know why there are other people. Like, we don't know why there's Zulus. We don't know why."
I mean, we've got it from the family now.
Exactly, it keeps integrating with an African story.
Yeah. It isn't really like it's a vendor show and vendor people only, or who makes me.
What is your most memorable? I mean, you're still acting.
Yes.
But like, what has been your most?
So
I know. I'm gonna tell the funny story about you when you're on. So when she's on set. So you know she's a director, which is something that we're going to get into just now. But so she still has to act because her role is still there. So every time she has to go on screen and act, she forgets that she's supposed to be acting. She starts directing the scene in her head, and I'm just like, stop it.
Like, you're here to
why are you direct? And you can see her eyes moving.
You know,
once
you tap into the directing, there's no way you're gonna stop directing.
I'm like
in as much as you will be in a scene acting, you will see other things. Like,
even when we at the makeup room doing anything, I was with one of the other actors, and she gave me a hug, and her makeup.
Oh yes.
Her makeup stayed on my headsets. And then the girl runs to go get wipes, and then she quickly wipes off, and then I follow. I'm like, what's happening? And then she comes back, she's like, that is such a beautiful scene.
Because like you observe. Once you start, you just observe, and then you see beautiful moments, and you're like, I wish I had my camera.
I could take this. Yes. This could be the moment.
Or she could use it also with a friend.
On screen. Yeah. So, what inspired you to move into directing?
Funny enough, I didn't want it. I know. They pushed me. They kept saying, Azwi, I think you should train. And I was like, nah, not mine. You know? I never saw myself as a director.
She's so good.
I never saw it coming.
He is.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I didn't see myself as a director. All I wanted to do was be in front of the camera and
that's it. Yeah. And now you can't imagine your life without directing. No. You're literally directing at home.
True.
I feel like you are. You're directing at home.
When you sleep, you dream cameras. You
like angles.
Shots. Yeah, you dream shots. Yeah.
How do you balance being? Oh, we just spoke about this. How do you balance being in front of camera and directing?
One suffers. So, like, honestly, there's no way you can say I can juggle the two. One always suffers, and you just have to constantly work hard on the one that's suffering.
Yeah.
So that's
We don't
that.
see it though. We don't see it. I guess
Yeah.
you feel it suffering because
I
the
know
passion for the
it-
other one kind of grows.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your experience as an actor has shaped the way that you direct?
I think so, because most of the actors do come to me, and then they'll be like, "I'm happy with the way you're directing because you're not boxing me."
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I understand. I mean, most of the directors will let you know, stand there, don't move,
Do the
and finish your line standing there. And I don't have motivation, but if you can just allow me to be in the room and just help me, then yeah,
direct me, direct my movement. Don't
don't box,
don't box, don't smack, don't do A, B, and C.
Because you stop me from shining.
I feel like that speaks also to your directing style.
Yes.
We did study, like in theory, obviously at UKZN, but what would you feel? I don't think there's a name for it, but how would you describe your directing style?
Oh, I haven't really found one. Literally, to say to
this
define
is
it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's there, but I
Is
haven't defined
is
it.
there one
but
that you are working towards, like a vision that you have?
Yeah, like I just allow the actor to shine, but because we're telling the same story. When they have questions and whatnot, or if you come up with an idea, I would allow you to do it. But
Yeah.
as long as it's
as long as it's still
same direction, I'll tell you the end product, and then you can just work around it.
So, okay, we're gonna speak about this some more, but so you have one job, the one location, two different jobs.
Okay.
What does your day look like when you're directing and when you're acting?
Jeez, that's like a crazy day for me because I have to wear two hats, right? And I'll be Mpho, and then I'll be Azwi. And then when it's time to be Mpho, I'll be asking, MXO.
No.
I need to go to makeup at lunchtime. We've got Mpho there. And in my head, I'm like, we've got Mpho. And I'm saying...
And it's you!
Like
you're saying it like it's someone else and it's still your character.
Enough, I had to plot the scene. I plot it and I'll say she will move from this direction to that direction, and I don't see myself.
It's not you, it's the character. So you can separate the two. That's beautiful. Like when you're directing.
I step
yes,
place her and she does whatever, and then
because now I don't know, you can tell me if we're comfortable about speaking about this. Now your daughter is on the show and you have to direct her as well.
Yeah, that's a hard one also.
We go
I don't want to be mommy.
I know.
Or mommy director.
Like, yeah, because I see you in PPMs where you take her as a character. No, she's not your daughter at that moment.
When we're doing story,
yes,
mood board and everything.
It's a character. It's someone else's child.
Definitely.
You don't know her.
Story is story.
Story is story. Yes.
Yeah.
Story is king.
Yeah.
So,
I mean. Talking about PPM, I mean, there was a moment when she entered, like they were saying she's going to be wearing shorts. And
I was there.
I was like, yeah, she will be wearing this short. What?
Because she's
she's your daughter, right? I'm like, well, Chanduko is not.
I forgot. Yeah. I know Randy's my daughter. I don't know about Chanduko because I didn't raise that spoiled brat of a kid.
Yeah.
So at least you can
separate.
So acting did teach you to kind of separate things, like your
step out. I think it's
step in and step out. Actually, very important.
Yeah, there is actually a moment that led me to directing. That happened, right? While I was acting as Mpho and doing the Sangoma Mpho, right? There were moments where I literally could go on a trance and then I was stuck there. That's when I had to tell producers, I can't do it. Right? And then they were like, but there's nothing for Mpho now. Can't write more. You know what? Train as a director.
Yeah.
Then I was like, no. So when I stopped, then that's when I started.
Then you started. That is crazy that you're talking about a trance. I wanted to move into directing, but you as Azwi is a very Christian woman.
Yes.
You're very, put together well. Mamfundisi, for real. Mamfundisi. So acting in a role that is spiritual.
Yeah.
How is that for you?
It was hard at first. It was tough, like for me to just embrace it, right? Because as in, well, I should not judge Mpho, or I should not judge the character that I'm playing, so that it comes out, right? Because if I judge it, then I'm not authentic. It won't come out, and I won't tell a story that somebody can watch and be like,
yeah,
that's
I
me,
relate. I get it. Yeah.
So it was hard for me. I was like, Lord, I don't know.
Fix
I don't know
it.
if I can. Yes. So what I would do is I could literally go on a trance.
Yes.
So I would say, Holy Spirit, this is that moment.
Do it.
Please do it.
Do your magic.
Do it.
Do your magic. It helps.
We're gonna go do this scene. You will take over.
And
the vessel.
It helps. Yeah. It helps also that we were taught in theory and in practicals, Uguti. You walk into a character. Yes. You don't judge a character. True. You walk into this character. You love the character. They're your best person.
You know what color they like.
Yes.
What car they drive.
You love
everything.
This character. So if Azwi doesn't like, so that's Azwi's problem. Yes, but you don't judge the character. I mean,
there's something that happens when we are on set and an actor goes like, I don't like this dress on me.
And I'm just like, it's not on you.
It's the character's dress. Forget about
me
right now.
I'm like the hair. I don't think it's not your hair.
Yeah,
it's not your hair.
Yeah.
It's just relax.
You're just the vessel.
How do you handle that? Because now you actually have to work with people. You have to people that you were colleagues with. Yes. Now you have to direct them.
Yeah.
And Azwindini, it's like Gabriel. You have to direct Gabriel.
That's something that like I had to learn as well.
Yeah.
I have to just step outside and just say, you know, this is fine. This is Azwindini's Gabriel. What?
But at the end of the day, I'm trying to tell a story.
Yeah. Let's work for story here.
Let's tell the story.
Yeah.
So your preparation between when you're prepping for acting and when you're prepping for directing.
Yeah, they are definitely different.
Can you walk me through that?
For directing, we get a file, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get a file with 7 episodes, and
what's that called?
What do you mean?
Is it a block?
A block.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Remember, it's teaching.
Yes. Yeah, you get a block, right?
Okay.
7 episodes, and then you literally eat it up. Like that's what I call it. Like you eat up that block.
You need to know everything about that block.
About the block, like
everything about the block. You need to know what's the weather outside.
Yes, the mistakes.
Yeah,
fix them. Everything before you even do your PPM. So by the time you get to your PPM and makeup HOD or art HOD is asking you something,
you know it.
Like
back of your head.
Like literally. Like, eat it up.
Why do I say back of your head? It's back of your hand, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That happened.
After eating it up, that's when I start plotting. Because now I understand where my characters, where they're going, where they're coming from. Then I can plot, but plotting, when you saying it's going to be on camera, you're going to take this person on camera 1 or camera 3.
So I don't know anything about plotting.
Yes.
You're telling me, okay, plotting is about the camera position.
Yes, the cameras as well as camera shot.
Yeah,
how you're going to tell the story, because you tell the stories in shots, right? Like if you want to go close in, we come in closer. It's like,
so then what does the DOP do?
The DOP?
Director of photography, what do they do?
They do pretty much the same thing. They work with the director.
Okay.
They guide the director.
So they guide the
director.
They
say, I will tell the DOP. I'll tell the DOP. That this is what I'm looking at. I have my cap. I'm starting in and then coming out. Then he will give me. Oh, you know what? Because he knows. I mean, he knows the camera.
There's this option.
Yeah, you could start from this side and then move this way, or But I have to have an idea. I have to plot it first for him to.
So that's plotting.
Yeah.
Do you also plot where the actors are going to be at that time?
Yes.
Do you plot?
Definitely. Because when you have your file, you will have the floor plan as well, with your couches and everything, the space. So you will place them. to say, okay, this one's gonna sit there. It's like
I'm looking at this and I'm like, I wanted to be a director, and I was like, I don't know. You don't know if
it's a lot of work.
Like it is.
Yeah.
So now it's okay. These are the couches. This is where everything is.
Yes, I'm gonna place stay there as we.
No, I'm gonna layer.
Sit there.
Oh,
and then
okay.
when she talks, if she's to move, she'll move and she'll go to that direction, and then camera one will catch her on that, or she'll break frame, and then we'll pick her on that other camera. Something like that.
It's so technical.
It is. Yeah. When I started.
Technical.
Because I was still training, I would go sit there and there are different screens and I had no idea what's happening.
Which screen?
Oh my God.
I know, I'm sure it's overwhelming as well. Coming from front of the camera and then all of a sudden you have to, because being this technical, now you have to go camera one, camera two, like, you know, where to switch what and why you switching it as well.
A little bit.
And focus on
what you need to tell, you know? Yeah.
So, I think you've already answered this one. So I'm just going to move it. Was how do you approach collaborating with talent? But
yeah,
we got that.
Yeah,
because you do.
We work together.
You work together, yes. So it's a give and take situation.
Yeah, it's like maintenance. Yeah,
your
like my energy affect your energy and mine. You know,
it helped. With this directing.
Yeah, it does.
It plays a huge role because even in acting, if I'm not giving you anything,
I can't work with then what you know. Yeah.
So because then
we have to give each other something to work with.
Okay, so
okay. What up?
It's a fun one.
Okay. I wanna hear this.
What is your opinion on today's South African state in the industry? Am I saying that correctly? Yeah.
Industry.
Our industry in South Africa.
I cry and I get excited at the same time. We've got new people, young people that are hungry.
Yeah.
Performers. But then again, our production houses, that's the cry that I have. Like kids want to act and everything, but like in terms of like lifestyle wise, will they cope? You know, that's the thing for me.
Do we have enough? Information about what the industry, what it means to be in the industry?
Yeah, because a lot of people just know you're on screen.
It looks like fame.
You know you are successful. The girl they see on screen is not the girl yeah. So
we need more platforms that educate.
True indeed.
We need more platforms that open up the true conversation of what the industry is.
It looks like. Also, even production houses just have to rethink what they give the performer as well as what they get as well. You know.
Please elaborate. I feel like.
Yeah. I don't wanna. Yeah.
You don't
too crazy.
You don't go too deep, but it feels
important.
Very important.
It is. Yeah. Like a production house, let's say for an example, would get maybe millions, and then for an actor to be there, then it's just little.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you're on a call and you have got this big story, and people out there don't know that you're on a call.
Yeah.
And you're not getting paid much
as you're not global.
Or yes, you're not a global.
You're not global. You're not a global actor.
And they expect you to live you know. And also you as a performer. You've got this peer pressure around you or this influence around you that makes you feel like you need to, you know.
We were having this conversation with Utingani yesterday. Uguti. So people complain on socials, Uguti, why are people poor? Why are actors now poor? Why are actors asking for money? And that's not the thing that we're supposed to be talking about. We don't have enough education. We don't have enough information. We don't have enough resources. We were just talking right now. We don't have medical aid. Yes. We don't have insurance. Yes. We don't have all of these things.
If the show ends.
So if the show ends now,
that's it.
If you didn't save, and also it's hard for you to save because when you're in right there as an actor mostly, it's hard for you to take taxis.
True.
It's difficult.
True.
You can, but it's difficult.
Get away to
get to work. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna be mobbed.
I used to experience that also.
Yeah, but
I was in a taxi for few like years or so, but it came to a point where I was like, yo, I can't do it
because
you'll be sitting in a taxi and they're like, who you like, yeah, and I'm like, why is she here? Like, for me, like, you're not even talking to me. Like,
I got pause. They're not gonna cover you and go.
They're going loud,
and they want you to hear, and it's psychologically hurting you. It's not okay for you, and it's the same people that go on socials and go, why is she pulling out?
Exactly.
Girl, add my car because we're going to 16.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is very important. But maybe if I don't know whose responsibility it is. Maybe it's our responsibility as creators.
Also our responsibilities as creators. We know that we don't have insurances and medical whatever, but at least just save. Don't overspend. But I know that they like.
If I'm working for 3 months and my rent has been due for 6 months,
dude.
What am I saving? What am I saving?
It's a tough one.
It's really, really tough. At the end of the day,
But also with production houses, like they have to rethink how they structure.
How to structure for their people. For their own people.
Let's take care of each other, you know? Yeah.
Let's take care of each other. That's very important. Oh my God. Okay, I hope you guys are listening because... Okay, what advice would you give to a young actor or a director? I don't know, you choose. I want to choose director. What advice would you give to a young director who wants to break into the industry? I'm choosing. You can choose yours. I want to choose directing.
Like literally, okay, what advice? You have to be a hard worker. You should not be a procrastinator. You have to be a hard worker. Not putting things and be like, oh, I'll read.
No procrastinating. You can't. It's due today.
You have to.
It's due now.
You know? And I mean, when you get on set, there'll be a time where you will be shooting maybe like 4 blocks in one day. Like, and the other 3 blocks are not even yours. So you have to be a hard worker, read as much as you can. And also life experience. Life experience is really important. It helps you, like, you know, see more.
Throw yourself into life, experience life. Yes. Be safe whilst doing it. But
no, not like that. You can experience life through books, you know?
Oh, yes, you would say this. You would say this, guys. Go experience life, man. I'm joking.
Read as much as you can. I mean, you can travel to Switzerland right here.
Through a book?
Yeah.
I'm not going to know what Switzerland smells like if I don't go to Switzerland. I want to... Honestly, so
work harder.
We see now places like KZN are slowly getting into, you know, film and television. There's a couple of shows on Netflix. And when we were in varsity, there was
nothing.
Oh my God, what?
It was like Scottsville and that.
Oh no, a camera. Why would you know Why would you own a camera? Why would that be yours? TV.
Jeez, I think other provinces should.
And now, exactly, I was asking about places like Venda, places like how do you think we can launch into
Net? You know, Net Rambuda.
I do know Net. Yes.
He went to Venda to do something there.
Really,
the young people, which there was a lot of people that.
And you see. There is a market for it. There is a market for it. There are stories that want to be told in Venda. And we're not saying shoot it in Johannesburg and call it Venda.
No, go
to Venda. There are gorgeous places
there. Like, there was some beautiful videos that he showed me, and I was like, wow. We should
see things like also workshops, things like classes.
His was workshops, and then at the end of the workshops, they did like a little
showcase. See, these are the things. So if you're in a community where you feel like maybe TV and film isn't represented, and you have a degree or like you've studied for it, or start something.
And there are fundings.
Yeah,
you know?
Start something, seek funding, which might be. We live in South Africa. Let's be honest.
Just try.
Try. Just do it. But like we live in South Africa.
Yeah.
But like try something, even if because now you're gonna sit down and say, I'm not doing A, B, and C because there's no funding. Nuh-uh.
Try.
Babe, if you can put 100 rand, 100 rand and 100 rand together, buy something, get your iPhone out, do something with the kids, do something with your peers, do something with,
shoot something.
Shoot something. So at least when people in Johannesburg, in Cape Town, when they see it, they come to you. You don't need to go to them. So something that we can kind of sort of do. Okay, so what are some of the practical steps young women can take if they want to follow your path? I had to use path because
Well, what do you say? Oh, path. Oh. Well, is this something that you need to like in terms of acting or just directing or just the path itself?
in
like
in
how
terms
I
of
ended up
your
where I'm
journey,
at.
yeah, how you got to where you are.
I guess you end up where you're meant to.
But how did you do it? We want to know.
No,
give us the blueprint.
I just want to see that. Like I just felt I needed to say that. Like you will end up where you're meant to.
You'll end up where you're meant to end up.
True, like you will. But then again, it's up to you also to do the right things. Like I said, like if like be determined. If there's something that you want, like success, right? It doesn't just happen like automatically. Just like you're successful, you wake up and you do something. The successful people do things that other people don't want to do, right? So yeah, like. My mom said no, but I pushed. I went and I.
You studied. You found a way. You didn't just go.
The first thing I applied.
You applied.
Yes.
Oh yeah, first step.
Yeah.
Send in your applications. You also didn't call up a famous person who like send them an Instagram and go, I want to be on TV.
It's a profession. I understand that it's a profession. So if you want to be,
do you know how many people do that?
I get that a lot. DMs after DMs, and I say go to school. It's like, being a doctor and a doctor be like, can I come into your surgery?
I just quickly want to be a doctor.
I just want a suture or something.
You know what? I'm very good at needles. I think I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, my mom told me that I'm great with needles. So all I want to do is just I can do this. I can do this. Yeah. So
take the first step.
Take yourself
for a young person. Go to school.
Take yourself seriously.
And
study.
A lot of young actors now are actually studying.
They are studying. Also, if you can't afford, there are workshops, guys.
Yes, we've got your actor spaces as well.
Yeah, there are workshops. Go to actor spaces. Go. You'll find it. Maguti, you're not in Johannesburg. There are some wherever you live.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing wherever you live, there's someone that's going to start it after watching this podcast.
And I feel I need to say this. Once you've made it, still remain humble.
The most humble woman that I've ever met in my life.
Like you don't go up there and you feel like you've made it and you're the one, and then you look down and you're like this in a bad way. Just go down also, pick them up and come.
You were there as well. You were there once.
I always say, like, if you take the elevator up, bring it down.
Bring it down, exactly. Yeah. Bring it down. Do you think your attitude towards the industry, your attitude towards your peers, your humbleness, your humility, your warm heart, do you think it came from? Where do you think it came from? Because I want to assume it came from your mom, because I met her.
Yeah, my mom is. I'm literally like her mirror.
I met her. I was like, why is she so amazing?
Yeah.
So when you said she was strict, I'm like, she was lying.
No, she was. She was very strict. No, she was. She is very strict.
Like, she's so sweet.
She is sweet and strict at the same time.
I mean, that's a good combination.
Yeah.
That's a good combination.
But I think there's something about power, right? Like, when you have power, but like you can't carry it. It hurts you, the person, and then you feel like you need to like lash on other people, or but like when you have power and you understand what it is that you carry, you don't just like play around with it and hit others with it.
So, that is so good. I've never heard that. That is so good.
Yeah, it's like money.
Yeah, so if you have it and you don't know what to do with it, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, like
you'll just throw it away. Yeah, just splash it. But if you know the value of money, if you
won't splash it.
You
will even hide it. You won't even tell people that I have money. But those that don't.
Those that know.
Yeah.
Those that know. Yeah. And that's why I remember when we went to, was it the last story meeting, you were sitting there waiting for your husband, and we were leaving. I can't remember who said it, but they said, you're all Azwi, so poised, Wena. She's so still. She's so, and I'm like, right? Because you won't come across as, I'm very strict. Listen to me. No.
Even in my directing, I carry the same, because I'm not here to say, do
This is how you're supposed to do it. Listen to me. I'm your director.
No. Even with kids, you know, I learned it with my kids.
With kids.
I've got 3 kids. Ask me how. Like, yeah.
3 gorgeous kids. The other one is working for her. One is already working.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, come on. 15, she's working. She's raising business people here.
So when you scream at the child, they fall back. They don't do anything. They get scared. But if you talk to them nicely and say, this is what I want to do, they open up and they tell you, oh, yes, mommy, I wanted to do this. But if you go to, why are you doing this?
My kids are righteous and look at me like a bad infant. Because I scream all the time.
Well, there are moments when it's needed.
There are moments that you have to scream.
Yeah, just once. You know,
like just once
but
in a while.
When you want to do something, just be nice. You know, they'll be nice back.
Am I nice?
Well, every child is like, no, you're not nice.
I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. I don't know. So we all have, you know, in our journey, in our path, we all have aspirations and things that we want to do. Is there one specific director that you want to work with, or actor that you'd love to direct anywhere in the world?
Ooh.
Okay, maybe I should say South Africa first.
Yeah.
Is the world too big? No, the world is not too big.
Well, no, like I always, you know, Shonda, right?
Shonda Rhimes.
Yeah, if I can just sit in the room with her.
Okay, it's done.
Yeah,
it's
just
done.
Sit in the room with her.
I don't want. That is such a perfect match.
Like work with her. Just sit in the room.
That is such a person you're going to work with her. That is such a perfect match, actually. Yeah. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. For me, like, the world has been opened for the to step into directing. It's like, I want to get up there now.
Done.
Yeah.
You've already said it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know this. You're a Christian more than I am. Yeah. The minute you say it out, it's done. You are working with Shonda. Oh my God, Shonda.
I love her.
And this is going to be, this is digital evidence. So.
Right? Yeah.
As we close, I can't believe this is like the last question.
What?
This is the last question. I want to find more things. I want to find more things. That was too fast. Okay, so...
Do we talk too much?
No, but we always talk too much. All the time. So I do this with all of my guests.
Okay.
Because this is called Path. Can you tell me what is your inspiration? What got you... What are you inspired by in the industry? Just to inspire other people.
Just the art itself of storytelling, like documenting. I mean, we're here now. We're not going to be here tomorrow. Who's going to document the life that we lived? Like our stories. I mean, the stories on TV reflect our people, represent our people. So just that, leaving the blueprints for other generation. That's all. And that's pretty much what moving forward is I direct. Like I want to tell stories, you know, that other people years later
are going to
look back and say, this is how they lived, this is how they, you know, they did life.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please tell people through that camera where can they find you? And, you know, social media, what are you doing? What should they watch? Come on. Red carpets. Do your thing.
All right. You can find me on my Instagram mostly, which is at Mrs. Ditedu, which is LITLU. The D is an L. Mrs. Ditedu on Twitter, hardly there. Facebook, hardly there. But Instagram, definitely you'll find me there. And keep watching our show, SABC2, Muvhango. Please do, 9 o'clock. Don't miss out. Yeah.
There you go. Beautiful. This is it. We're done. Oh my God. We did. Thank you so much for joining me.
All right.
So, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you learned something. I hope you remember that as an actor, you don't need to stay stagnant. As an actor, you can grow. You can go into other parts. It doesn't necessarily need to be directing, as Mpho did. So, as we did.
Or
take it back. It doesn't need to be directing as we did. It could literally be anything else in the industry. The industry is very, very big. There are so many other things for you to do. All you need to do, like all as we said, is remain disciplined. Remember, hard work does pay. Work hard. Don't forget to work hard. Wake up in the morning. Don't just think, oh, I'm talented and I'm just going to wake up and get it done. It doesn't work like that. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't worry, we have more. Stay and binge. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends. We are right here once a month, every month. Check out the Path page. It's on Instagram. It's called Path SA. We're also on YouTube and Spotify at Path the Industry Chats, or Senya, just search me. You'll find all the links. Thank you for watching this episode. I'm Senyanda, and this has been Path the Industry Podcast. Bye.